see you now.
Hey, Dr. Lou, welcome back to Rick and Bubba.
666, shake your booties. Mark May has cooties.
Oh, my goodness.
666, shake your booties. Mark May has cooties. Singing with me, czars. Shake, shake, shake.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booties. Mark May has cooties. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake.
Shake your booties.
Mark May has cooties.
Hello, couple of uber-appealing overweight gentlemen who are conscious.
Hey, how are you, buddy?
Or better known as Team Charlie Watts.
That's right.
That's probably the last week I'll be able to do that. In fact, that's for Chris Eagle. He was loving on my synonym skills last week, but the thesaurus is depleting quickly, so I hope you guys enjoyed that.
I like you just saying thesaurus.
Yes.
A khaki-colored thesaurus.
Yes, wow.
Guys, it was a crazy start to the college football season this past week, and I think there's only one place to start, and that's with my Irish, who sank the seamen in Ireland this past weekend, propelling the Irish to the #1 spot in my poll this week.
Oh, #1, Notre Dame.
That's right. I foresee the University of Notre Dame Fighting Irish winning their next 16 games and winning the BCS title. And guys, it was a monumental win for the Irish this past weekend. And since they absolutely obliterated the Navy, I decided to reach out to my dear friend Paul McCartney from the Beatles.
Oh, really?
That's right. Sir Paul McCartney himself. And I went ahead and asked him to rethink one of his aquatic audio arrangements to basically show you guys we dominated and obliterated and we owned the Navy. So I reached out to him and I got him to rethink one of his songs and guys, I'd like to sing it for you.
Okay, well, good. Bring it on, Lou.
In the land where I was born, 50,000 people there, watching Navy get their butts beat up and down the field. We all live in the Irish submarine.
Oh, Irish submarine, Irish submarine. We all live in the Irish submarine. The Irish submarine, the Irish submarine. Wow.
Thank you, guys. You sounded incredible with those backup vocals. But, guys, although the Irish performance was the most impressive of the weekend by far. By far. One other team looked quite dominant last weekend as well, and that was the Auburn Tigers. Their defense was more secure than a Charlie Weiss fat flap after a flapjack feast.
There it is. Charlie Weiss joke.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, that was an alliteration in that one right there.
Yeah.
Your Charlie Weiss shot of the week is brought to you by Ingram Emmons.
What?
IngramEmmons.net.
Hey, well, I'm sorry, Lou.
What'd you say?
IngramEmmons.net.
Okay.
Best web designers out there. And Zeki Interaction, of course. But you know, got to throw them
I
in.
thought you said anger management.
Yeah, what'd you
What'd
say?
Anger management. Anger management.
Who's it brought to you by?
AngerManagement.net.
I didn't know they were responsible.
I didn't either. What was it again?
AngerManagement.net. But in all seriousness, guys, Auburn's defense was pretty pathetic to say the least. Now, and I'll give it to them. Clemson is an extremely talented team, but giving up 500 yards against anybody is pretty bad, and it can leave your team morale pretty low.
Sure it can.
So guys, I decided to go and catch up with Auburn defensive coordinator Brian Van Gorder, which by the way, this guy reminds me of somebody from a movie. I couldn't figure out who it was, but after talking with him, it basically makes sense now to me. So I went and I spoke to Brian Van Gorder, and guys, when asked about his defense's performance and their plan for this weekend in Starkville, he told me, and I quote, "Back in '82, I used to be able to throw pigskin a quarter mile."
He reminds you of Rick.
Somebody told me behind the scenes that's actually his nickname. Now, I can't confirm that.
Back in '82, I used to be able to throw a pigskin a quarter mile.
I'd like to see him do something.
When pressed further on the matter, he quickly became frustrated and said, "How much you want to make a bet? I could throw a football over the mountains right there."
Oh, Dr. Lou.
Oh, goodness gracious, Uncle Rico. Guys, while we're talking about that Clemson-Auburn game, did y'all see the story about standout wide receiver from Clemson, DeAndre Hawkins?
Yes, we did. Who
was baptized Thursday before the game and then had the best game of his life. Guys, it really is a cool story. But for some reason this past week, Hopkins has been sitting on the back row at all the team meetings and falling asleep. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, denominational humor strikes again. Boom, boom, boom.
Good night.
That's it. Pick 'em.
Pick 'em.
Seriously, why even do the last three paragraphs?
Oh, let's pick 'em.
I love the boom, boom, boom.
I need more of that, brother.
Give me more boom. Look, he's really contemplating what he's doing.
You should have saved that one for last. Dadgummit.
Well,
Go ahead.
Coach Lou, surely you were impressed by the way that Alabama shut down Michigan.
Well, actually, that's coming up. But speaking of falling asleep, the fog machine guy at Mississippi State must have been enjoying a nice nap last weekend during the pregame entrance. You saw this, right, guys? You saw the video.
Oh, we did.
Well, it turns out it was not a mistake by anyone on the staff, nor was it a machine malfunction.
Oh, it wasn't.
It just so happened that Speedy's tickets were in the lower end zone last weekend. Oh, Puff Daddy.
I keep reading. That's good, by the way.
Somebody said Auburn's trying to get the defense better. They've nicknamed it the Fog this week. Thank you. That's free.
That's good.
Jot that one down, Lou.
We're still with you, Lou, by the way.
Come back whenever you still got us.
You still have us.
And
Play like a champion.
Go
Lou.
ahead. Charge ahead.
And guys, how about the Crimson Tide?
Oh, buddy.
How about that?
No Bubba Bussy.
A beat down.
They look pretty impressive against the Wolverines to open the season, but I better shut up before Coach Saban hires a hit daughter to come after me. Oh, hit daughter. Oh, boom, boom, boom.
That's right. If you're in the press, you better quit saying Alabama's good. He's going to get the boy.
It really touches a nerve.
It really does.
And you better not disrespect Western Kentucky for all things.
I tell you what, if Coach Saban doesn't want the press to say they're good, then don't annihilate a number 8 team.
Yeah, it really leaves the media in kind of a no-win. You know what I mean?
Rick can excuse us if we're not dreading you facing the Hilltoppers.
Right. Excuse us if we feel like you're probably going to take the Hilltop.
You may cover.
Right.
And while we're talking,
Not according to their coach.
while we're talking football in Alabama, we can't leave out Legion Field here in Birmingham. Last weekend, harking back to the good old days for the Magic City, as they, in a 48-hour period, they played host to 3 college football
Really?
games. Yes, including UAB, Troy, Alabama A&M, Tuskegee, UNA, Miles College. That's right, 3 games. And that's 3 games in 48 hours. And guys, the old gray lady hasn't seen that much action since Bear and Suge were making house calls. Oh, goodness. 3 booms. Boom, boom, boom.
The old gray lady.
And guys, last but not least, have y'all been following this story on boxer Floyd Mayweather?
Yes. Oh, yes.
It's obvious the guy's been hit too many times in the head because he's been making outrageous bets on football games. But I have to say that I agree with his latest wager. He has put $5 million on Charlie Weiss and company to smother rice this weekend with gravy. Oh, goodness gracious. Charlie Weiss, 2 shots of this week. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh,
That's all I got, guys.
All right, we'll be back.
Well done.
Dr. Lou visits again. We come back. We'll pick them. We'll pick them with Lou. 866 We Be Big is our number. Hour we have heard from Dr. Lou. And now it's time for Dr. Lou to guide us through some of the picks for the weekend. Bubba currently leads 13-3. Lou and Speedy 12-4. I'm at 11-5 because I thought the Irish might lay an egg on the first game. Was incorrect on that. The others, I think we were all missed the same ones. All right, let's look at this week. Penn State goes to Virginia. Penn State, I think a lot of us were shocked about. I think we all think that program was going away, but didn't expect them to lose that first game. But well, it did. Who's talking?
Me.
You
know, when you click on something else, stuff just starts playing.
Yeah, sure, I know.
They just lost a lot of people, Rick. It's
but I didn't think they lost enough to be that bad that fast. Even though Ohio's pretty good.
Yeah.
But,
guys, that rule that they could transfer immediately, it has just depleted their team. Let me tell you something. It's gonna get real bad at Penn State. I'm gonna predict Virginia by 20 in this one.
I predict Virginia. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going with the Cavaliers in that. But we may have seen Penn State win their last football game for the next 6 years.
I tend to agree with Bubba.
Auburn, Mississippi State, I think this is the hardest one to call. I don't know how these two teams seem over the last few years have ended up at the same place. Whoever wins this game seems to have a better season than the one that loses it. And they both always need it to try to continue in the right direction or to get going in the right direction. I don't know that much about Mississippi State this year, Speedy. What are they like? I don't really know.
I think it's going to come down to Auburn's got one of the best pass rushes on the end. You know, we had Matt Wyatt on yesterday that's on the Mississippi State broadcast team, and he said it's going to come down to the offensive tackles trying to maintain the ends off of Auburn, and thinks they're going to try to run at them. I don't know. You know, I mean, Mississippi State's never beat anybody in the West but Ole Miss, and it's time for them to step up and try to win one.
They're due.
They're very due.
They're definitely due.
If Mississippi State can establish a run game in the middle, then that's going to open up the world for Tyler Russell. If they can't, it's going to be a long day for them. But if they can, they've got hope.
Well, Auburn's pass defense continues to be atrocious as it has been the last 3 seasons. It doesn't seem any better. They're weak at the linebackers. They're better at the defensive front than they've been in a while. But then their offense, I think, is better. I think this scheme works better for the people that they have. That young offensive line, to me, played a pretty decent game against Clemson. But it's a tough one. I mean, I'll just pick Auburn because my son's on the team, but that's about the only difference.
Yeah, I'll say Auburn by field goal just because of Blake.
Will it be raining? What's the weather going to be like? Will that have been playing a factor? And I think Frazier will use his legs a little bit more.
If I wasn't a homer for Auburn, which I clearly am, having a son there, and I was just sitting around, didn't care, had no connection to either team, I would probably pick Mississippi State. Just because I think they're due in this game.
Mississippi State's lost the past 2 years, and they should have won both of them, even when Auburn won the national championship, and then Auburn's coming off emotional loss against Clemson. I'm going to go with Auburn. Anyways.
So we're all homers on that.
Yeah,
pick.
Western Kentucky.
Speedy, who you picking?
Oh, well, yeah, I got to pick State.
Okay.